Hey everyone, I wanted to show you a quick video about opening and closing quizzes for your students. So I'm using a Business 181. This is one of Greg Farr's courses as an example here. First thing to do is to turn the editing on. And keep in mind, this assumes that the quiz is already in and set up. But when you look at the quiz, underneath the edit settings, you're going to have a couple of options. The first thing, in order for this quiz to be available for students, you need to either not open the quiz or set the time, the date and time you want the quiz to be open. So in this case, if I wanted to open the quiz today, which is what, September 5th, I would go in and say September 5th, I want to open this quiz at 2:30. And enable that. You're also going to want to have a time for this quiz to close. You don't want to necessarily hide and show the quiz to students in order to control that, because if a quiz is hidden, it doesn't show up in the gradebook. So even if I choose just to unhide the quiz, I need to put a time in for this quiz to close. So I'm going to go September 5th. And I'm going to say, since I'm starting the quiz at 2:30, let's close the quiz 20 minutes later and say it's closed at 2:50, right? So you can optionally do the open, or you can leave it like this. If you do it this way, where you don't enable or you only use one date, keep the quiz hidden until you're ready for students to take it. You can put a time limit in. I strongly recommend that open attempts are submitted automatically, so that if they don't finish the quiz, it will automatically submit what they've done. Along the same lines, there are some review options that you can just choose whether or not you want them to see them. A lot of times it's whether or not you want them to see the actual answer, the right answer or not. Some people don't ever want students to see the answer even when they're done with the quiz. Instructors will go through the quiz in class and that's fine. They don't want the students to necessarily see the right answers right on there. Otherwise, that is the time settings. Really important to have the close quiz. It's also important to make sure that you have the points and overall feedback when the quiz is closed. Some people will put in, like, you can see how well you did, the overall feedback and points. That just allows them to see their grade on the quiz once they're done, even though the quiz hasn't closed yet. When you're finished with that, you can save and return to the course. Now, in this example, I am going to open this up at 2:30, and so when I save and return this to the course, I am also going to unhide that quiz for the students. So I'm going to make it show. And a lot of people get a little nervous about that because they don't want students to see it. If a student were to go into this quiz now and click on it, it is going to tell them that the quiz is not currently available. They can't see anything. There's nothing there. It tells them when it's going to start and when it's going to end. Okay. The other option, if you did not want to worry about setting two dates, just open the quiz when you're ready for them to take it, but don't hide it when you're finished. That way, it will, in this case, as soon as they can see the quiz, they can go in and they can click a button here to take the quiz. In this case, or in that case still, you would want that quiz to close.